It was a bright, hopeful day in Ouagadougou. Inside the Golden Palm Hotel, President Ibrahim Traoré had just sealed a monumental trade deal with top investors from Russia, China, Turkey, and neighboring African nations. The air buzzed with celebration and ambition. In a private dinner on the hotel's top floor, guests were served a feast. The president sat at the center of a long table, his closest advisors beside him, military and civilian clothes surrounding them, and foreign partners smiling and raising toasts. As he looked down at his plate, perfectly grilled chicken, golden yam balls, and vegetable rice, the aroma was irresistible. He hadn't eaten all day. Just as he raised his spoon to take the first bite, a shrill voice sliced through the room. "Don't eat that food!" Chaos. The doors burst open. A barefoot old woman, hair grey and wild, clothes dusty and torn, stormed in, screaming with desperation. "Please don't eat it! It's poisoned!" Bodyguards tackled her instantly. One pulled out a gun, but President Traoré, calm and sharp, raised his hand. "Wait, don't harm her." The guests were frozen, glancing at their untouched plates. The chef looked pale, and the hotel manager came running in, panicking. "Who is she? How did she get in?" The president walked slowly to the trembling woman still on her knees. "What's your name?" he asked gently. "Mama Zura, from Toma village," she replied. "I had a dream. You were eating this food. You took one bite and fell. The nation fell into darkness. I walked all night to stop you." Despite the absurdity, something in her voice shook the room. The chef was sweating. President Traoré gave the order to test the food immediately. The plates were taken to a government lab. While everyone waited in silence, he offered Mama Zura water and warmth. 15 minutes later, the call came. The food had been laced with a rare, slow-acting poison, and just a few spoons would have taken effect within an hour. The chef and hotel kitchen staff were arrested. That night, headlines across Burkina Faso screamed, "Old woman saves president's life." But the real mystery had only begun. The chef cracked under pressure. He had been bribed and threatened by a mysterious man with a scar under his left eye. Investigators quickly traced him to a rundown apartment, where they found vials of the same poison and a forged kitchen ID. The man was none other than Amadou Koma, a former presidential aide, once trusted, once forgiven by President Traoré after leaking sensitive state documents. But instead of changing, he plotted revenge. It was a betrayal more personal than any enemy's bullet. "You gave him mercy. He gave you poison," said Colonel Darno, the president's head of security. The manhunt began. Amadou was caught at the border disguised as a food vendor, trying to flee to Ghana. Under heavy security, he was flown back to Ouagadougou and placed in a high-security cell. When questioned, he showed no remorse. "I don't deny it," he said. "I'm proud of it. I proved your president isn't untouchable." He smirked. "And I'm not the only one. You've only cut the tail of the snake." His trial was swift. Found guilty of attempted assassination, high treason and terrorism, he was sentenced to death by firing squad. But just as the judge was about to strike the gavel, President Traoré stood and calmly requested the court to reconsider. "Death will silence him. Let him live, and watch this nation thrive without him." The sentence was changed to life imprisonment without parole. As justice prevailed, the nation turned its eyes to the mysterious woman who had saved them all. Mama Zura, now under medical care, remained humble. "I only followed what I saw in a dream," she said. "I didn't even know he'd be there. But something inside told me to G." The president visited her personally. "Let me build you a home," he said, full of gratitude. But she smiled gently. "My journey is over, my son. God used me. Now I must go." Moments later, as he reached to hand her a fallen flower, she was gone. No door opened, no footsteps, just silence. That night, standing on his balcony under the stars, President Traoré held that flower in his hand. He whispered, "Thank you, Mama." and the stars above seemed to whisper back. Some would call her mad, others lucky. But to the president, she was a messenger. And sometimes, angels don't wear wings. They walk barefoot, with dreams sent from above, and the courage to scream when no one else dares to speak.